Everybody give us some talking. All right.
That's Sarah Joe.
You see that?
You see how white people do?
This right there, that is an original piece of Scott C artwork.
It's a Scott dot.
Just so you know, Victoria uses all this intro stuff.
Hey,
So. All right, we're ready.
Tell him that.
Well, she might not be editing anymore.
It's true. There might be a baby by now.
Where's your baby, Victoria? I'm coming for your baby. Hi, everyone, and welcome to Toy Geeks. We're here with all your stuff you want to know about toys. I'm Sarah Joe.
I'm George.
I'm Ben.
And that's Dov.
And we're behind the counter because it's Toy Geeks behind the counter.
Thanks so much for watching.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What if we just interrupt Dov before he says anything this entire
I think we should always do that. We should just make sure that, welcome to the episode, Dov. But we're not going to let you really say anything just
He's
yet.
used to that since, you know, he's my wife.
Oh.
Wait,
What?
Bazing.
Dov,
What?
why are you here?
Because I was in the neighborhood, and I think everyone else flaked, and they're like, "Hey, Dov, why don't you come guest host?"
Because you didn't bring like a giant box of toys this time.
That's right. That'll be in a few weeks when we're preparing for NYCC, and then Decon maybe a month or so after that. But today I'm here just to
You're just going to give your opinion?
You're just
on
gonna
things
like
be
you open?
ignored.
Actually, Jack is at the Taipei Toy Festival. Taipei Toy Festival, right?
Taipei Toy Festival.
No,
Yeah.
Beijing Toy.
Beijing
Oh,
Toy
Jack is
Festival.
somewhere.
Racist.
Some racist on this show.
Oh my gosh. Sorry, guys.
We just lost all of Asia.
Oh,
We don't
man.
have any of Asia.
Oh.
They're blocked.
Oh, that's right.
Or
Yeah.
we're blocked.
So
Yeah.
anyway, Jack's not here, so I brought Dov.
Nice.
Well, welcome back to the show, Dov.
Thanks.
Today, you actually get to look and review toys that weren't made by you.
Cool.
What should we talk about?
Well, what do we got, George?
Are we just going to jump right in like
Let's
this?
do it.
All right. Well, Ben got these in the store, and I really want one, so we're going to open this. So we're going to open this up. This is the NECA 7-inch It figure from the movie It. They also have one from the old,
Scary.
was it 80s or 90s, that old one?
I
90s,
didn't watch
I
it
think.
either.
The Tim Curry It. They also have that, but this is the new Skarsgård It.
Creepy.
Open it up. Ben loves clowns.
I know.
All right, so I'll open it
You
because
open
you're
it
afraid
up.
of everything.
I hate
Wait
clowns.
a second. You hate clowns, but you bought this?
No, it's in the store.
3D Retro
oh,
carries
it's in
it.
the store.
Yeah, 3D Retro
You
carries
should
this.
explain what 3D Retro is.
3D Retro is a toy store located in Glendale, California, Burbank adjacent.
But
And
can
that's
you
where
just
we-
buy stuff online too?
Yeah, you can go to 3dretro.com.
Yeah.
Yay!
But why do
Shameless
that when you can come in here and see all the other things that you're not going to buy?
Or that you get tempted to buy and then
It
you do
is
buy.
fun in here.
So this NECA line with the
Oh God, no!
this NECA line with the 7-inch figures has been going on for a long time, right?
Yes.
I mean, like 10 years, 15 years. Like,
Is it still real toys?
yes.
Oh wow, yeah, then it is.
That was their version of Movie Maniacs. When McFarlane was doing Movie Maniacs,
What year was that?
NECA was doing real toys.
2005 or
I worked there at the time when they were making those, so
that was before
99?
we- So almost like 20 years NECA's been doing these.
I worked at McFarlane during their version, not NECA.
I'm
just to be
sorry.
clear. So yeah, probably around that same time, I would imagine.
Ben's being weird.
He's being sad.
Shocking.
Look, it comes with a little balloon.
I like this little bow.
And it comes with the hand
Scary.
that holds the
I was
balloon.
gonna say you can't do it in this one.
Yeah, because look, it has like
I like to do
specially
this.
made hole
See that?
for the balloon.
Although this box is not
Gotcha.
that interesting.
This is rad. Does it work?
It should.
Scary.
It's ripping the.
Oh, the white, the.
Whatever. So you just do it a little bit, and he holds it like that.
Oh, interesting.
George is holding a tiny hand in his big man hand.
Let's see.
Oh, these are so creepy and so well made.
Let's
Yeah.
see that face.
That jaw is giving me nightmares.
Did you guys see this movie?
No.
No, I stopped watching.
Wait, none
horror
of you watched this?
No, no.
Did you see it?
I stopped watching horror films
Kevin?
like 10 years ago.
Guys, this
Yeah.
movie's amazing.
What's so good about it?
Yeah.
If I was 11, like whatever age these kids are supposed to be, and this movie, like if this was the one that came out when the Tim Curry one came out, this would be my favorite movie ever. Like, I would have been in love with this movie.
But it's a horror film.
But it's not.
Very
It's
good.
it's
very, very
it's like
good.
Stand By Me with horror and like more horror elements. Like I'm just gonna say horror elements my own way with horror elements.
It's horror.
I like that.
Yeah, this movie is amazing. It's so good. This clown is so like the dude that played this. He can really do that stuff with his eye, and then the thing he does with his mouth. Like that's just a party trick he used to do. And like because I read an interview with him. So he did that the whole time. Like he makes his eye go all crazy and crooked so that it looks weird, and then the clown is constantly drooling,
How do you pull this
and he
out?
does this weird thing with his mouth.
Pull it off.
Just
pull-
yank it.
Just yank it.
Just yank it.
So if you're a fan of horror films,
Like
Even
this?
if you're not, you got to see this movie. You guys need to see it. It's such a good movie.
You pull this off.
If you like 80s, like this
I
is.
think the last horror movie I watched on purpose was Drag Me to Hell.
That was fine. That movie
That was
was
fun.
That was a good movie.
I had a
but
good time with
this-
that.
Which
But
one,
I
this
tend
one?
to not watch horror movies because
Yeah.
I feel like there's just so much horror in the world.
I
that
started
just-
watching documentaries like 15 years
like,
ago, and then horror films like stopped being scary. And like,
But it's not like it's not even like it's not. I mean, I guess it's supposed to be scary, but it's not like super scary, like jump scare kind of scares. It's
Creepy.
more of like a cool 80s movie, but done well.
Okay.
Well, since
I
you're
love this movie.
since you're the only one that's seen the film,
I guess you get to keep this.
Sweet.
He wants it.
how does the figure, like? I mean,
Have a
I
hand.
think the paint job is amazing.
The whole
I
thing
don't
is-
want this head. This is gross.
Do you
I want
want
one of the. Yeah, I want this one with the creepy face.
creepy smile?
Yeah.
Does this play a very important part of the story?
Let me see it.
Yeah, he
What is
puts
it?
the boats down the sewer.
That's where Georgie loses. Georgie's the first kill in the movie. He loses his boat. He floats it down the river, in the rain in the gutter,
George.
and it underneath, and then pops up in the gutter, and pulls him
I'm
in.
gonna have nightmares.
Rips his arm off, and
You
there's a
never
bloody
read that book?
stream.
I don't think.
You got to see this movie.
read
It's
the
so
book.
good.
But it was a long time
Oh
ago.
my gosh.
I can't believe none of you have seen it.
Sorry.
It's like the movie of the year.
We're
Whenever
gonna
this
cut
movie
this
came
whole
out.
part out.
Well-
Okay, starting. Hi, welcome to Toy Break. Oh, sorry.
Yes, the sculpt on this is amazing. It's really good.
I love when you can see how they label the heads.
Is it
2C.
under there?
Yeah. I don't know.
Oh yeah, 2B.
2B, and this is probably 2A.
In the sculptor's handwriting,
Which
probably,
is-
or in somebody in China.
Yeah, exactly.
It really is a freaky toy.
Yeah, it's cool.
I would like to get the complimentary Tim Curry version as well, because I think it's pretty fun.
I think we only got this one for the store because we figured
George would buy it.
exactly.
Except
And now
now
that
I'm not buying it.
now that George is taking it, we don't. No,
We don't need any more.
we don't need it. Well, we do
Look
have.
Look at how not scary the Tim Curry one is compared to this. Like,
Oh, creepy. I think even the Victorian like clown outfit gives it the creepy edge.
yeah, there's so much good about this movie. You guys need to see it.
All right.
Okay, okay.
So you,
Come on.
So you like this? You
I'll
like
add
the
it to my
figure's
queue
good.
with the
Yeah, this
200
is-
other movies I'm supposed to watch.
This is good.
200 other movies we can't watch with kids.
Well,
It's not a bootleg, but
when your kids grow up, show them this movie because it'll
Okay.
scare them.
can I? Let me see.
Who sculpted it, by the way? It should be on the bottom.
Sculpt by Adrian Smith, Kyle Windrix, and Trevor Grove.
I bet you Trevor did the heads. He does a lot of head work. He does a lot of portraits.
Heyo. Nice.
Good. Well, since nobody saw it, let's move on.
I was gonna see if there's a price on here,
What
but
else you got?
I think
don't-
they're like 20 to 25 bucks.
That
Okay.
seems like a great price
Seems
to me.
super reasonable.
yeah.
I think that, and there's now that Target's, I think now that Toys R Us is gone, Target is getting a NECA section
Oh.
Wow.
into their store, so they've just started to show up.
Was NECA in Toys R Us?
Yep.
Yeah,
They had a NECA
that's
section.
where you would normally buy this. Would be from Toys R Us. But now NECA or Target is starting to have. They have a Netflix section, a Funko section, and a NECA section.
Wow.
Or you can just go to 3D Retro, and we have all those things too.
Well, no, I haven't seen this even in Target. But what I was going to say is they do have their 7-inch Friday the 13th series is in there, and there's like 5 different ones, and
Wow.
there's like 2 different Freddies.
We have a couple of those
I'm
here.
just impressed like how long it's been going.
As
And you
long
don't
as
have
there's
any of them, a single one of them.
No.
and people still keep
I
buying
remember
it.
looking at those Predators earlier
Well,
on.
let's get away from the really creepy stuff and let's get into the real. No, clown, go, no.
Where's Trippy when you need him?
Oh God, please,
All right,
no
what's
more.
next?
We don't need them.
Should we do a blind bag?
Let's go the complete opposite route and do something really cute.
Oh, yeah, I love cute things.
Lame. This isn't scary at all.
Soft and slow
So-
squishies.
Can you guys explain to me this whole phenomenon going on with squishy toys?
What does that even mean?
Children.
Children.
Children. This is kids right now.
fun.
Kids right now love squishy toys.
Well,
Why?
The kids
what-
also love slime.
Slime,
It's
yeah.
very tactile, and the hot
This should
word
be
with
scented.
kids
Let's
is
see.
it
sensory.
No, it's not. They're usually scented too.
I need those scissors.
I'm still trying to. I thought I cut into it.
So slow rise toys are all the rage with children's right now.
Slow rise.
That's what this is like. This slow rise.
But that's just squishy. So these are called, wait a minute, soft. Oh, they're called soft and slow squishies.
See?
Surprise.
Doves is doing it.
Slow rise. You're right. They're called slow rise.
Did you also get this?
It's a turtle.
No, mine's different.
Look at that.
I got this like
I got the cat version of that.
We all got different things.
Yeah,
This
I
is
mean,
like
this
a
is
Cthulhu looking dude.
this is all about kids love this. They love slime. They love anything sensory. Like,
I mean, when
our
I was
kids
little, I
would love
loved these
this.
little like
And these
things
go.
like this.
These go
Yeah.
for like $3. I think they're like $2.99.
That's
It'll
good.
be a huge fad for 6 months, and then all the 5-year-olds will turn 6, and they
But
won't
they have
care
like
anymore.
kiosks in the mall that sell like, there's like a kiosk that sells all the different type of food, like ice cream, sandwiches, like cookies, cakes, everything, and they're all squishies.
Yeah,
I
This
bought a
is-
Gudetama one.
I bet you did.
Oh yeah, we had those in the store.
It doesn't puff up that much though.
But
No,
it's,
I got the egg one.
but you
so
see,
it does.
it's a slow.
Now, do these things
rise.
last like 10 years from now? Is this
No,
still
it
No, it'll
can't
break down.
possibly, right?
No, it's just
It's like
it just
uncured,
becomes dust.
uncured polyfoam, basically. Like,
Is it?
I'm sure it's.
Why
not.
is this so
Why is it so-
satisfying?
And
But
then
it's not quite like a stress ball because
No.
It's too squishy to be a stress ball.
yeah,
It's just
you
what
can't
I
really
really want to know.
take your anger out on it, but you can.
I mean, the kid's just gonna bite the head off this thing, right?
I don't know. Do
Like-
kids
No, they
bite things?
squeeze. No, they just
I mean,
squeeze.
our kids put everything in their mouth, so they'll be like, and then it just.
I wouldn't
grows.
put this in a
No.
kid's mouth. I
No.
wouldn't
Yeah,
trust
you
this.
wouldn't.
I wouldn't trust this in
Well,
a
you
kid's
don't.
I
mouth.
don't think my kid would put it in his mouth. I think he would maybe like, instead of like tearing it with his, he might try to pull it apart.
Well, that was the first thing I tried to do with my Stretch Armstrong was rip it apart.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
but you
yeah.
couldn't.
I ripped it.
Really?
Yeah, we run around a corner with it in the house. We got
Wow.
from room to room and just stretches as far as we would
Oh
go
my
into the
God.
floor.
All that corn syrup just came out.
It was like a
sticky
purple. It
and
was a purple
gross.
sticky mess inside.
Oh.
Ugh.
It got on the carpet, stained it.
So what do you guys think of these?
This says choking hazard, not suitable for children under 36 months due to small parts.
Yeah, because they're just gonna bite it off.
So
Should we
here,
see what happens?
Just like
no.
didn't remember Vera? See?
Wow.
What,
What's in there?
George?
You want to see what's in it?
It's just the same
It's just
thing.
it's just
It's like
polyfoam.
cotton candy. I don't know.
So I think what attracted me, because there's like hundreds of these out there. I think what attracted me to this one was the fact that they had the marshmallow that's made by, what is it, Color 64 or
64 colors. It looks a
64
lot
colors.
like that one.
Have you guys seen the
Sure.
marshmallow on here?
Sure,
course.
Marshall.
Yeah. And he's on this box.
You mean Marshalls? Are
Mar-
you sure that that's Marshall and not someone that
No, it
ripped
just
off
looks a
Marshall?
lot.
No,
It
it just
appears
looks
Marshall.
very much like Marshall.
Oh,
Oh, it's not Marshall.
I see.
No.
I
Oh.
feel a lawsuit coming.
Oh,
From
Look
who?
at how fun it is to tear.
Wow, it's like
Wow, you're having more fun ripping it apart than
it looks like gum when you do that.
I don't know.
Oh,
I wouldn't
wow.
buy this for my kids.
no way, not our
No,
kids.
There's like it's poison. This is like poison.
Yeah,
But
it's
they
packing
sell
material.
so many of these.
Well,
And they're so inexpensive that these kiosks that they literally have like It looks like a whole cake this big, and it's like $7.99. It's ridiculous.
A lot of them are scented too.
Yeah.
These just smell like
Even
Casper
worse.
mattresses.
Oh, that was horrible.
Okay, well, that's that.
This does.
Now we know about these. I do
Oh.
like this little baby on top.
Did you smell it?
Yeah.
Squish your baby.
Smell the
Bargain.
inside.
Yes.
Here, smell the inside. Ah, got your nose. Oh.
All right.
What's next?
Squishies.
Hit the junk with
Squishies.
his cat
Yeah.
head.
All right, you know what? We're actually going to talk a little bit to you, Dov.
Oh.
That's right. We're going to have a moment with Dov. And then we're going to talk about some other stuff,
Bloop, bloop, bloop.
some figures. Moment with Dov. So, Dov, you make a lot of toys.
I don't make a lot of toys.
You help people make toys.
I help a lot of people make
You make
toys.
art collectibles.
You make art collectibles, a lot of resin ones, but you also advise on people or to people who want to make toys. Like, for instance, I think I once came to you and asked you about making toys
Once?
a couple of times, and you gave me some sound advice, which I didn't take. And
then Ben stopped coming to me for advice.
but you give advice to people who make toys, or that want to make toys.
True.
Yes.
Yeah.
True.
So, what, like the industry's changing and all that, and squishy toys are the new big thing, and there's actually it's always changing, or things are always changing. Like, what would you say is one of the most like important things that you would tell somebody when they come to you and say like, hey, I've got an idea, I want to make this? Dov.
Well, I think most artists that are roughly our age who grew up with toys want to have a toy. They want to make a toy. They want their name on a toy. I think that is kind of, up there in like life goals. I remember at one of the first decons when Sucklord was doing a suckathon thing on the couch and had the artists come, and he asked each artist, he said, would you rather have your work in Toys R Us or in the Museum of Modern Art? And like 90% of the artists would have rather had their work in Toys R Us.
Really?
Because like culturally, like that means something. Like there's kids, they're playing with it, they grow up with your stuff. Like that means that to them meant like that you made it. The problem is often that people have unrealistic expectations, and they come to me with all sorts of ideas of things that they want to make, and I unfortunately have to tell them that it's not a good idea.
Can you give an example of what, like, when you say unrealistic expectations, what do you mean by that?
Well, unfortunately, in the designer toy world, designer toys are very expensive.
True.
Right? So if you look at the average toy here, I mean, they're $50, $100. They're not even really toys for that matter.
$2.99.
$2.99. But these people have the economies of scale. They probably made 1 million of these.
Yeah.
Right?
Ton.
So but most artists who want to self-finance their own toy and are not going to a huge company to earn a royalty, but actually want to produce something themselves, can't afford to make 1 million toys.
Right.
They can make 50 or 500 or maybe 1,000, but even at that scale, your toy ends up being very expensive.
True.
$50 to $100.
True.
If you want to make any money, and usually that's not. It's hard to sell that many toys at that price. Now, in the case of the toys that we're going to be reviewing today, when you look at artists like Shag or Ron English,
Spoiler alert.
yeah, but it's a good example because their paintings, if they're selling for $10,000 or $20,000,
Yep.
a $100 toy is a very inexpensive substitute.
So these expectations that you're talking about, that people come to you and what are they expecting, and what do you have to explain to them?
I want to generally make sure that they're doing it for the right reasons. And they're not coming to the table thinking that they're going to invest all of this money
Is this Bachelor in Paradise also?
and just have a huge return. So
So don't do it if you're expecting to make money, or if you're looking to make, like, I'm going to make a toy and make $1 million.
that's very unlikely.
Okay.
especially at this stage of the game.
Well, can we let's talk about one of these
Before we
toys.
get to that, I wonder if those people who want their stuff in Toys R Us, if they want to design, if that means to them like designing a license or developing a licensed property that is then big enough to get into Toys R Us, or because like me, I've had my work in Toys R Us, but
I don't
no
think
one would know.
I don't think that's what they mean. I mean, I don't think that that it's just about.
Because
Like,
like if
I sculpted the Nightmare Before Christmas chair that the guy sits in. Like,
right, because if you ask me, like I'd much rather have my work in a museum because I've made Harry Potter that's in Toys R Us. I don't care about that.
But I think what you were saying earlier, that's what they're talking
So
about.
they want to have a license that they create. So why does everyone just rip off other licenses then instead of develop their own properties?
Because generally people won't pay attention to them if they're just trying to do their own thing.
It's like a double-edged sword.
It sucks, doesn't it?
All right, so let's talk about this stuff.
Good point, though.
Thanks, Dov.
So this is a Ron English toy,
Whoa.
made by 3D Retro. This is Trunk the Orange Elephant.
Nice.
So you love Trump?
Trunk the Orange Elephant. Has nothing to do with Trump.
No?
No. This is just a character that Ron English created.
Because in the Trump video online,
It's a
there
trunk?
certainly is
It's hilarious.
certainly is some Trump in there.
Trunk the Orange Elephant, everyone. There you go.
Let me look at this turd.
Heyo!
His hair comes off.
His hair comes off.
Great.
It's a little magnet.
Cute. I mean, I guess it's cute.
That way you could put your turd toys on his head,
Oh.
like in the video.
Ta-da!
So when does this come out?
This is actually going to be debuting at Life is Beautiful. We've got a couple of them, or a handful of them, for Life is Beautiful, which is happening.
In Las Vegas?
Yes,
Okay.
September 21st.
What is Life is Beautiful, Ben?
It's a music / art / comedy / everything festival happening in downtown Las Vegas, and we were very generously invited by M Modern Gallery, who's the gallery that does a lot of like Shag stuff. But they run the Crime on Canvas section of Life is Beautiful, which is basically they bring in all these amazing artists and they do an art show at this festival. So we're the art toy people that come into the festival. Nice. Now this year's theme for the art show is beasts.
Orange little naked people?
No, it's beasts.
Oh, beasts.
Beasts and animals in general. So we have Trunk the Orange Elephant debuting at that show.
What's the edition size?
I need to check the numbers.
Approximately.
I think there's like maybe 200 of these.
And how much are they going to be?
Probably around $60.
See, and that's a perfect example of something that Ron English can get away with, because $60, if you can't afford a painting is $10,000.
Yeah, if you wanted a painting,
is super affordable.
even if the painting was this small
Right.
of this character, you would probably have to pay for a painting this small, probably about 10,000, maybe 7 or 8. You know, if he gave you a friends and family deal, but usually about a $10,000 painting. But
and so I think that's why this works.
do you like it?
Yeah, it's nice with an addition of 200. But if you didn't have a following or an art career, and you put out a $60 toy, and you didn't have people, you know, waiting in line to buy it, it's very, you know, you're making something that is not known.
Mm-hmm.
It's very hard to.
True.
So that's why George is someone's first toy is making fun of a licensed property or is drawing on pop culture. That's an easier way to get attention for their art.
So then, like, once they have the attention, do they jump on and start creating on the side their own properties and things like that? Is that a good way to do it?
I think so. I think a lot of people have done that.
Why would you want that thing on your shelf?
Because I like Ron English pieces.
That's true, you do.
Yeah, and this is a complete representation of of one of his pieces.
It's also like a mini naked Trump.
No, it's Trunk the orange elephant.
Oh, that's right. I forgot.
Yeah.
Man, how come you didn't magnetic articulate the eyebrow?
Because that would make it so much more expensive. All right, let's get on to something a little bit more on the softer side.
Look at his little tail.
Yeah,
His tail's
you
cracking me
loved making this. You loved the little butt thing. Remember? Little
You
butt?
loved making this.
Remember the
You,
little
you
butt?
loved it.
Remember the little...
Where's his little
I
dick?
showed you the drawing and you're like, you gotta make this. Look at the butt.
Where's his little...
So you're also going to have some other things at Life is Beautiful.
Yes. We got a couple of these to bring in. I'm really, I've always wanted to make a figure with Shag. And I talked to him and he likes functionality. So I always wanted to do the pink elephant because he uses the pink elephant in a lot of his paintings. And I said, why don't we make a pink elephant piggy bank? And he was like, that's a great idea, so let's do it. So that's exactly what we did here. We did...
And it's funny because most rotocast vinyl objects in the world before designer toys were banks.
There you go.
There you go.
Thanks, Deb.
Ta-da!
Cute.
Where's the slot? It doesn't look like a bank.
Yay! There's your slot.
Nice.
You take out the hat.
Oh, you knew the answer to the question before you asked it.
What?
I get it.
Classic.
Man.
So yeah, the good thing about that is that you can basically cover the slot.
So it doesn't have to be a bank. if you
It
don't
doesn't
want it
have
be.
to be a coin bank. People don't have to know.
And then you have a little hole at the bottom.
Cute.
Very nice. And what do these retail for?
These will also retail for about $60.
Can I check
Nice.
this out?
That's insane. And how many pieces?
250.
Wow.
Yeah. There's 4 different editions made. Each edition features a different hat, a different thing that the elephant is wearing on its head.
Oh, so they're interchangeable
Oh.
hats.
So there's a
between-
fez and a chandelier.
There's a fez and a lamp
See,
and a gin bottle. And then the different elephants.
Sarah already knows the Shag shtick. Like
There you go.
before.
And then the different elephants also, there's one wearing a suit. There's one that has a little carpet going across its back. This one has the bow tie.
And who sculpted these?
These were digitally sculpted by somebody on George's team.
Oh, yeah?
But the whole project was managed by George, as everything is that is made by 3D Retro is.
Nice. What do you think, George?
I think it came out. I haven't seen this yet. This is the first time I'm looking at it, and I'm pretty happy with the sculpt.
Are they all
I think
pink?
Yeah, they're all pink
Yeah.
elephants.
Different shades of pink, or are they all the same pink?
They're all the same pink. The only thing that's different is
The accessory and
the hat. Yeah, the hat or the accessory is different, and
the paint.
on the body is different.
These are going to be huge.
60
No, it's
bucks
not this
seems
big.
really good to me.
How much? This is only 60.
Yeah.
I
Shag
really
fans are
like.
crazy.
I think because they're functional, that you can actually use it as a piggy bank. I think they'll do well.
It'll go beyond just toy collectors.
Yeah, this is a crossover thing. This is,
Smart.
yeah.
Well, thank you guys.
Yeah.
Awesome.
I think it came out really cute. I think it looks just like Shag stuff.
It's perfect.
Yeah.
And we're all in shock. Like,
Well, it's not. It's not.
Ben did something amazing.
It's not Ben. It's not that Ben did something amazing. It's
Oh.
just there's so many things that I hate.
Everyone's quiet.
There's so many pieces that are just so dumb.
Trunk, the orange elephant. Trunk.
Like I
Trunk,
laugh at that
trunk,
video,
the
but
orange
like
elephant.
it's so like I'm not a political guy. I hate being political. I hate political things.
This is not. This is just Trunk the orange elephant.
Okay. Remember that
back to
thing I
playing
found
games.
online that would look just like those things?
Yeah,
What
yeah.
was that again? You remember the name?
It was something from like the 70s or something.
It was some crazy like underground people that like rule the world, and they looked just like this thing.
With or without the hair.
They had I don't remember, but they looked just like this. But like I don't know this. Yes, that looks just like his art. It looks just like his drawing, but it's I don't know. There's something about it. Like I hate the colors in that thing. Like this thing really represents Shag's
Shag.
art. Like that looks to me like Shag's art in 3D.
Oh my God.
I don't want Trunk the pink elephant.
There we go.
I still don't like it.
Designer Toy Award winner.
Ta-da! That's
Add a Cthulhu and
ta-da!
it'll sell on Kickstarter.
There it is.
Anyway.
I don't know. That's a great representation of Shag's art to me. That looks really nice.
Sorry, Shag. Didn't mean to.
Don't do that.
I guess that's a good example of Ron's art as well.
Yeah, I mean, look, I mean, just the sculpt in this, and there you go. I think Sergio's going to have to take that one home.
You might want to have her wait till they get here and not take the one that you have.
we got like 12 of them in for Life is Beautiful. So if you're going to be there, grab them while you can. I think those will sell out really well.
If you want it early, go to Life is Beautiful.
Yes, exactly.
And if you don't, what do you do?
Then you go to 3D Retro and
DesignerCon.
come to. Oh yeah, they'll be at DesignerCon.
Will they be online before DesignerCon, or they're going to premiere
Nope,
at DesignerCon?
they're going to premiere at DesignerCon, and they might even sell out.
You're going to have a long line at DesignerCon.
Yay!
Yeah.
Finally!
I'm into
I like
it.
that.
Then I'll make a toy that sells.
Yay! So
Way to premiere a hot thing, Ben.
thank you. So that brings up a good point. So what would you tell people when they design toys? Like you say that's a hot thing. How would people know that this would be a hot thing? Like,
Well, that's why people ask us stuff.
Well,
okay,
But it's actually
no, valid
I
point.
mean-
But it's actually very hard to tell, at the designing stages of how something will actually be executed.
Like,
And
I
then-
think this would be a hot toy. You're the only one that loves it.
Okay, here's the thing. Selling 200 pieces is not going to be a problem. There are enough Ron English collectors to gobble that up.
Okay,
Right?
okay,
So
good
that's-
point, good point.
So as far as from a financial perspective, how much money you decided to put into that versus return, it's not bad. Is this something you're going to go back and make 20 other colorways of? Probably not.
No.
Because most people, super cute. A lot of people would like this. Even if you don't collect a toy,
Oh, yeah.
this is cute on your shelf.
Super cute.
No.
Want it on your shelf?
No, I don't want it anywhere near my shelf. I don't want it to even. I don't even want it to face my shelf from the direction it's standing at your house.
Wow.
Whoa, oh my God. Jesus. Kill me
2 minutes
now.
of hate with George.
Oh, dude. On that note,
Thanks for coming over, Dov.
Yeah, thanks for being on the show, Dov. Actually, you're going to be on the show next week as well. We're going to be debuting some items that you're going to be bringing.
that's a crazy time warp. How does that work?
Magic.
It's going to be crazy.
Opinion of this toy is no relation to my opinion of Ron English.
Thanks.
I like Ron English.
No,
I
we
just want
all
to let
love
that
Ron.
known.
I think beef was just started now.
There was no beef.
There's no
Oh
beef.
my
There's
God.
beef here.
So much beef, you could make a sandwich out of it.
To be beef, he
See
would
what I
have to
did
know
there?
who I am. And he doesn't know who I am.
All right, guys, don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to share, and we will see you guys next week.
Bye.